Alright guys, I have a 2013 Chevy Malibu, the Eco model. The serpentine belt was shredded, and I'm here to show you guys how I replaced it. Okay, alright, here's what I did. This is the air filter housing, okay, and this is the so I just took this off. This knob comes from over there, and this goes in that boot. All right. Okay. So what's happening? I'm going to need 13mm for that. I need a 10mm for that to remove it. All right, what I did was use a clamp. C-clamp will do. I just have whatever clamp I have laying around. So I'm going to take this off. All right, guys, I have a 2013 Chevy Malibu, the Eco model. The serpentine belt was shredded, and I'm here to show you guys how I replaced it. Okay, all right, here's what I did. This is the air filter housing, okay, and this is the so I just took this off. This knob comes from over there, and this goes in that boot. All right. Okay. So what's happening? I'm going to need 13mm for that. I need a 10mm for that to remove it. All right, what I did was use a clamp. C-clamp will do. I just have whatever clamp I have laying around. So I'm going to take this off.
Alright, so I'm doing this one at the same time.
Right, that spring is not going to bounce up, so but you need to hold tension on it. Okay, I'm gonna put this phone down and I'll be back with you. All right, what I'm doing here is I'm removing the bottom one first, slowly, because it's very tight in there. The other one, the top one, is already, it's not removed, but it's already almost out. I'm keeping that one on there so that whenever I have removed the bottom one, the spring won't fly out. All right, I'll be back. All right, this is what happened. I've already undone the screw, and look. Okay. Just keep that there. Now, next one to remove is this one right here. That's a 10mm. And let's take it. All right, the purpose of this one is this one holds on to that block right here, and that's what keeps the what do you call that? The tensioner pulley from springing up. So that's just a safety block. All right. All right. This one came from here. Okay. This piece. Sorry. This piece came from here. All right. I just undid that. That's a 10mm. That keeps this whole assembly from rotating up. Okay. And what happens is that, get my screwdriver, little pointer here. All right, the reason why the belt shredded was the belt over here was so close, was touching this piece right here, and that's what caused it to shred. And to keep that from happening again, this needs to be, when you tighten it, from this point you can remove the old belt. If it's still on there, you can just take a screwdriver and take it out. Ta-da! There it goes off. It's loose. All right. See that it's loose. You can take it out. And I don't want to do it because I've already replaced this. It was a pain in the butt. I'm gonna keep that there. All right. Now putting it back together is just the backwards. First, this safety block, that's what I'm gonna call it. The safety block's gonna go on here, so you can see. Just put my left hand. It's gonna go like so. Screw that back on. This is the ouch, it's hot. You see the tensioner? You can move it by hand now. Okay. There you go. Smooth. You can move it by hand. You can install it. You can put on the new belt on it, and it should be good. So I'm gonna push this down. I'm going to install this. And this one, the little nipple, is going to go in that hole. Ouch. There's the hole. All right, see, this one is what keeps this tensioner from going farther than what it should. I'm guessing it's a safety measure. I'm putting it back together. Because if you don't remove this, there's no way you can move the tensioner further up so you can replace it. There we go. Now it's for the spring. All right, this should be the same distance as it was before. It's going to go on that one and right there. I need to compress it some more, so what I'm going to do, there, I'm just going to tighten it up. Hang on a second. I'm installing it now. We got the top one on. I'm working on the bottom one. It's going in nicely. Make sure you don't put it on straight. You don't cross thread it, because that's a pain in the butt. that happens. Hang on a second. All right. I had to make a bracket because the top part keeps on slipping. So I used a uni strut to keep it supported. I'm in the process of tightening it. Trying to be careful not to cross thread it. Okay, once I get this tight, well, just hand tight, I'm going to remove the clamp. Okay, ready? There we go. Ta-da! Nice and tight. Now you see that the belt, this belt is touching that. So I'm going to get a 19mm. And pull it towards me and watch. This should create a space between them. Okay, look. Okay. See that? Now there's space and good space between them. There's good space between this belt and that, and this belt and that. See that? Yay! Cool. And as I got tightened everything, put the air filter back and the hose back. We're done. Here it is. Bring the air filter back. It goes in there. It goes in there. It goes in there. There you go. I just have tightened the screws. That's good. And looks like we're all set. Let's get her fired up. All right, look, no more errors. I love it. Okay, before, when I got the errors, this was reading 11.2, 11.3. Now it's reading 13.7. Alright, if you guys are getting errors, I suggest you to disconnect the negative first before you start working.